Yesterday I recorded and put up a video in response to a chart that John had put up on the board, quarterly stats. That's what I called the video. Only a few people saw that, and I want our members to go back and take a look at that video if you can. Now, the premise that I was covering in there is we reach a lot of people, and I just want people to always be aware of that. But that video goes into detail about that. I just made a video more for new people joining in. And one of the things that I put in there was how we really are trying to keep this from being a social site. We really want this to be an educational site. We don't want people buddying up with people just quitting smoking. This is not a buddy system when it comes down to it. And that we really want them to turn to the board for support. The board being all of you people. That's the board. And the people who are off for, again, many weeks, months, years, and again, we have people now decade, into quits from this board. We want them to, in a sense, be able to help all these newer people coming in. I talked about in that video how I used to have a panel night when I would do stop smoking clinics, and I would get people in. What I had people do on that panel night is I had them introduce themselves, tell their first name, how long they smoked, when they quit, why they quit when they did, and what it's like now when they're quit. And you would see that range of reaction of how it's changed over time. People who are off for a matter of weeks or maybe just a month or two, they're still talking about how they're still having thoughts and they're still having, unstable moments. They may talk about the holidays and how that was a little bit awkward. It was the first time, but they understand it's their first time when they're talking about it. Again, in the sense where they got through it. It was tough maybe, but they got through it. But then you listen to people who were off for years who would talk about, wow, they really don't think about cigarettes at all. They just got through the same holiday. The difference being they got through that holiday the year before, and maybe for several years before. So I'm thinking maybe of a string that can be put up as the parade. But in that parade, kind of very specific, what we do is have our older members introduce themselves, say how long they've been quit now, why they quit, and how it's going right now. And, maybe we'll get a number of people into that string. That'd be great. And it could be like a little panel, but it's for people who are just joining in or just thinking about joining in, seeing what it's like over time to not smoke. And I think that would be a pretty powerful message, for new quitters or people just considering quitting. So take a look at yesterday's video. I didn't really put a description about it. I just put down a video link. On this one, I'm going to put it in the same string, so it'll be the post right above. And in this one, I'm going to put a little description, a written description of why I want you to watch this video, which is tell you to watch the other video. So, but then how I hope you can help on the board, over the next few days. And maybe this will become, and hopefully it'll become a more regular thing of longer term members coming in and again just doing maybe a one post into a very specific string that will be used a lot by new readers. So okay, I'm going to keep this short and wish you all a happy new year, and hope to be seeing you around the site, and hope to be able to continue to help, and that you can help others, achieve the same success you have, sticking to a commitment to never take another puff.